So I don't get what the whole big deal is with people complaining of why Jey Uso beat Ilja Dragunov in the quarterfinals. I mean, man, listen, the IWC, they be complaining way too much about, oh, this guy should go over, that guy should lose, and this person should get this push and that push. And, obviously with the internet smart marks, they're going to be rooting for Ilja Dragunov because they're going to look at him as the superior wrestler. And when it comes to him and Jey Uso, definitely Ilja is the superior wrestler than Jey. However, Jey Uso has more popularity. Jey Uso is more over. He is selling more merch than Ilja. He's a bigger star than Ilja. For those that thought that Ilja was going to beat Jey Uso, I mean, come on. What did you expect? You guys should be lucky that Ilja Dragunov beat Ricochet. Yeah, he beat Ricochet, which is to set up a Ricochet heel turn, which I'm predicting, right? So there was a purpose in having Ilja beat Jey Uso. Also, there's a reason why Ilja lost. The first reason is he and Gunther are not going to cross paths anytime soon. That's a match that Triple H is going to save for a much bigger event. He's going to save that for a PLE. And I'm predicting that we can get Ilja Dragunov and Gunther at Bash in Berlin in Germany. I think that's the perfect PLE to do that match in. For Ilja and Gunther, that's the perfect pay-per-view for them. It makes no sense for Ilja and Gunther to already be fighting so early in Ilja's main roster run. He's still relatively new, so he's not going to just beat Jey Uso. He can beat a Ricochet, sure, but he's not just going to steamroll through Jey Uso and then all of a sudden he's going to fight Gunther next week on Raw. Triple H obviously sees something in Ilja Dragunov. He sees him as a star in the making. So, Ilja Dragunov, you got to take your time with building him up. You don't want to just give him so much so quick. You can do that with certain talents, right? They did that with Brock Lesnar back in the day. But on rare occasions do you ever give a wrestler so much in such little time. And Ilja right now is not that. He's not that guy. He's not a big star right now. I think in the future he will be, right? And I think a lot of people are looking forward to that Gunther Ilja Dragunov match, right? Because we know it's going to happen sometime this year, just not now in the King in the Ring. I want to make a separate video about the King in the Ring and all the participants and the favorites that could win. But listen, Jey Uso, he's still over, man. He still has the crowd in the palm of his hands. And of course, y'all gonna ruin it by complaining and throwing a hissy fit because Jey beat Ilja. Of course, Jey was gonna beat Ilja Dragunov. So I don't understand what the complaint is all about. You guys are still going to cheer for Jey Uso no matter what. Just like y'all going to still cheer for Cody. Even though there's some of y'all that are booing him. You're getting sick and tired of Cody already. Even though we're only a month in his title reign. It's like, oh, y'all already getting sick and tired of this guy. So I'm telling y'all, man, y'all can never make up your minds when it comes to who you want on top, who you want to see get pushed, who you want to see in the limelight. Y'all just have your damn favorites of the month, flavors of the month, and then you switch up on the flavor of the month. I mean, I don't get it. What do you guys want? See, this is why for me, I'm not a wrestling fan. I watch the product, I view wrestling from a rational standpoint, and I give my rational opinion of it, of what I'm watching. You know? But I'm not going to be some fanboy, oh, this guy got to win, that guy got to win. It doesn't really matter who I think should go over. At the end of the day, the creative team, Triple H, The Rock, they're going to make all the decisions. We don't make the decisions on who should win and who should lose, who should win that belt. Yeah, should Jey win the World Heavyweight Championship? Sure. But that doesn't mean they're going to put the title on him. I mean, they've dangled a whole bunch of stuff in Jey Uso for months now. He's just a babyface, kayfabe-wise, coming up short. Oh, he's just so close winning the big one. Right? Jey doesn't win. If you really look at Jey Uso's track record this past year, he doesn't win a lot of big matches. A lot of the big matches that he's been in, he's lost, with the exception of facing his brother at WrestleMania. Right? He lost to Seth. He lost to Damian Priest. He lost to Gunther. He lost to Roman. He lost to KO and Sammy at WrestleMania last year. Jey has lost a lot of big matches. So the fact that y'all are complaining and already bitching about Jey Uso getting a win over Ilja Dragunov is crazy. Guys, give it time with Ilja Dragunov. He's not going to just beat Jey Uso. He just came from NXT. It doesn't matter who's really the better wrestler. Because if it was really about who was the best wrestler, then John Cena would never have been on top for 15 plus years. Y'all already done know how this works. You know that whoever is the most over, who sells the most merch, who gets the biggest crowd reaction, they will always get pushed. Ilja Dragunov is not there yet. I think at someday he'll get that type of reaction, but who's to say that he won't? You know? Ilja was really over in NXT, but sometimes success in NXT doesn't translate well to the main roster. So they did the right thing. Triple H did the right thing by having Jey beat Ilja. And this places Jey Uso as the favorite to win King of the Ring. Now, will he win King of the Ring? I don't think he will, but I think he should. You know? The most over babyface in the company, probably aside from Cody, Jey is definitely, arguably, the most over wrestler in the company.